Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. So here is Tiki Mask number 3 of the coasters. This one I made a little bit angry. So the first two that I did, I made them kind of happy or joyous, but there are some that have some angry faces on them. So I decided to do two that had happy faces and two that had a little bit angry faces, just to have a nice even balance. And this one I made with a big fat face so that it's quite different than the other two that I've already posted. And again, I painted the coaster black. I made this with a mold that I have, and I painted it black as a base coat, and then I sponged it, and then I drew on my design and then painted it completely white because I want the colors to really, really pop. Because the colors that I use are like tropical colors, and they need to be as bright as I can get them. So once that white paint is dry, I put on some Palomino tan, and now I'm going in with some straw, the color straw, not actual straw. And I just did that sort of here, there, and everywhere, just to give sort of a different tone to the mask color or the wood color. And now I'm just using, I'm dipping the edge of my chisel brush into some spice brown. And that gives me that dark color, and it's a really quick and easy way to get a wood grain kind of effect. So that's what I have done here on the mask. And yeah, I'm just gonna let that dry and work on the feathers that are poking out of the top of his hat. Not his hat, out of the mask, out of the top of his head. So the colors that I use up here are ocean blue, and some Avion blue. So this Avion blue that I found, well, right now I'm using True Red, but the Avion blue that I found, I actually had to go looking for it because in my previous two videos, what I did was I mixed some ocean blue with some green, which gave me that really nice kind of teal blue. And I mixed up enough that I could use it for all four. However, it dried out, so I couldn't use it anymore. So I went and looked in my stash, and I found some Avion Blue by Delta, and it was very similar to the same color. So that's why I was able to use it, and I was very happy to find it. So now I'm going in and I'm drawing out my sketch again that I had originally put on before I painted on with white paint. I'm using a General's charcoal pencil, and it's gray, so I can see the color a little bit better. And here's that Avion blue that I was talking about. It's very, very similar to the other, or to the mixed color that I made for the other two. So I was very happy that I was able to find like the color that kind of matched. I was very, very lucky, actually. Not it was luck that I found it in my stash. So anyways, so I use this to put on the eyebrows as well. And I'm not too worried about the white that is showing on the sides of the mask, because I will go in a little bit later once I have all my design done, and I will go in with some black paint and just clean that all up. And you'll see that a little bit further on the video. But I wanted to give them some eyebrows that were like furrowed, you know, like bent down and looking a little bit upset or angry. And now I'm going in with some straw, the color from Delta, and I'm just putting it in as a solid color for his eyes. It's like it's almost like a golden yellow. so you can, I'm sure you can find these colors in your own stash or make your own, or you can find things that are similar. A lot of my Delta paint that I have is extremely old, and the colors just, even myself, I have gone looking for these particular colors to replace ones that have been used up, and I can't find them. So I'm actually, as the Delta paint in my stash diminishes, I am replacing with DecoArt. So colors that are similar so that I can continue with using the same colors. And obviously, if they're colors I'm running out of, means that they're ones that I use quite often. So I like to have that available to me. So his little nose here, I drew a triangle, and then I put little bumps on either side to give it kind of like an oval, and then I'm just putting like a little dip on the bottom, and then now I'm doing his lips, and I'm doing this in Ocean Blue by DecoArt. If I happen to forget to mention the types of paint that I'm using or the colors, they are all listed in the description. So if I forget to mention, or you're curious about what the color was, you can go into the description there and find all of that listed there. I also have so many other things listed in there that is going to be really helpful for you. There's links to where to get the molds from the Happy Dotting Company, my dotting tools that I use quite often from the Ditting Center. What else do I have in there? I have links to tutorials of how to make a blending brush, how to make a fine lining brush, how to resin, how to create your own stones. And then I also do, at the end of each year, I do like a quick video of everything that we created together throughout the year. And in the description of that video is a link to every single video for each particular design that we built together and that we painted together. So I have listed those in the description as well. So you can go to those quick tutorials, or sorry, they're quick videos to show you what we accomplished. And you can click on that video, and then in the description of that one, you can go to whatever one you want to watch. So try to make it as easy as possible for you so that you can enjoy everything, especially if you're new and you've missed a lot of my tutorials. It's an easy way to see what else I have created, and then you can go into that and watch the tutorial for that. So that is all in the description below, as well as links and things like that for any of my socials and things like that. So I just want to say thank you for joining me. This has been quite the fun journey making these little tiki masks. I've got one more video of the coaster, and then the mold that I have also comes with a holder, so I paint the holder as well. So I have those two tutorials that are coming out very, very soon. So keep an eye out on that. Make sure that you give me the thumbs up if you really like the video, and make sure that you subscribe if you are really liking this content, because I like to bring all sorts of different tips and tricks and things like that for you to view, and I like to pass on to you, as well as ring that notification bell so that when I do post the next video in this series, you'll have the first one to have it up on your screen. So make sure that you do all that little housekeeping things for me, and it'll continue to bring me more content. So Anyway, so as I've been yapping away, I've been just doing some touch-ups. I did the black, like I said, around the outside of the mask just to clean it up. And now I'm putting in sort of some jagged wood grain lines, and I'm just going straight up. And I'm using my fine lining brush. And this is all I'm going to do to that. I'm going to do it to the top as well to sort of even it out. But I like this effect better than the one that I tried in the last video because this one doesn't look like hair. So I was very pleased with it. And I just follow along with the lines that I put on when I did the wood grain. And I just put that on there following those lines. So it's very cartoony, and I'm okay with that, but I was just really, I really wanted to try and get this part done because it was something that I've been trying to do. And if you have any tips for me on how to maybe do this, leave me a comment. Or if there's something that maybe something else you'd like to see, just leave the suggestion in the comments below. I do read all the comments and I do answer them. So I like to keep connected to my viewers, which is you, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. So thank you so much for that. So I'm just now doing the outlining and separating those eyebrows. So connecting them to his nose there. And I will be doing some of his mouth and around his eyes as well. And I do put pupils in here using one of my dotting tools from the Dotting Center. So watch for that. And yeah, I've had so much fun making these and coming up with different designs and facial expressions and features and all of that kind of good stuff. So I've had a lot of fun doing this, and I really hope that you've had a lot of fun watching it as I go along. So just let me know in the comments what you think, and yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. I don't know about where you are, but in Northern Ontario, this is near the end of May, and I still have my furnace on. It has been so cold, and I'm telling you, I do not recall ever having my furnace on this late in the season, just to stay warm. It's just been crazy, and I don't know. It's kind of been a weird cold spring, and I'm not liking it. I'm done with the cold. I want some heat. Let's get the sun out and start making all those spring flowers bloom and grow the grass and all that good stuff. So it's just been really, really cold here. So I outlined his mouth, and now I'm painting inside the mouth white because he's going to have a very toothy grin, sort of like he's gritting his teeth real tight, and because he's angry or he's upset about something, and maybe he doesn't like the drink that's being put on him, or maybe he got left out and he's the last one left in the in the case. I don't know, but so while that white paint is drying, I'm going to finish outlining these little feathers on the top of his mask that are used for the decoration. And I just outline them. I just leave them like this. I don't do any grain, or not grain, like veining for leaves or feathers. I just leave them like this. I just found it was very playful and I really liked it. So I thought, why not just leave it the way it is and just outline it so it's a little bit more crisp. And I used the black paint to sort of even them out so they're a little bit more symmetrical and more alike from one side to the other. Oh, I guess I lied. I am putting in some some veining. I do apologize. So I do, and it looks really awesome. So now I'm using the dotting tool that I got from the Dotting Center. And look at how angry he is now with those pupils in his eyes there. And now I'm just putting in little lines for his teeth that he is gritting so tightly. And then I just put in a separation line, and that's it. So I give it a coat of resin, and it's finished. So remember, folks, life is what you make it. So get creative.